Across all cultures, there's the same sort of story that we tell about a hero's journey. And the first thing about being a hero is you have to answer the call. And so we think that people who have served are heroes and that they have answered the call to serve their country and their community, whether it was in the military or AmeriCorps programs like City or Teach for America or the Peace Corps. They really raised their hand and said, I'm ready, choose me. And they answered this call. And so we're asking them to answer the call again in public service, which is politics.
When you look at the core values of the program, right, you talk about courage, you talk about integrity. Those are two things that we're currently lacking.
Our political system is broken, and we need leaders who have the experiences that people with service backgrounds have. They know how to work with people different from them. They know how to put the community and country first, and they're problem solvers.
To create a highly functioning democracy, we have to be able to understand the other side. We have to be able to anticipate and learn from people who think differently. That's been a defining part of my experience, is having friends who are very different from me on the political spectrum and not necessarily agreeing at the end of the day, but appreciating that difference.
That's what we desperately need in political life, because that is what's missing now.
One seat at the table from one end to the other might be different ideas or solutions or definitions of the problem. So to know that it's bipartisan, it's more about the people and not about the ideologies that you're bringing with your particular party.
Service isn't a partisan thing. And so I think bringing people to the table who can come together around a shared value, around service, allows us to really it allowed me to engage in some really impactful conversations with folks and not thinking about red or blue, but really getting to the meat of the issues that exist and thinking about where we can find commonality.
Serving in Iraq is a lot different than serving in a classroom in Washington, D.C., but the thing that all of those people have in common is that they all had to sacrifice something.
We need them to say, I want to think about this political pathway. And it's whether it's running for office or working on a campaign or working for an elected official. The first step is to just say, I want to answer the call and to become part of this community.
New Politics can provide you with clarity on what your next step is. Everyone I worked with in New Politics through this cohort ended up figuring out where they're going to take their mission from here. It's a good way to continue your service. And AmeriCorps, we all pledge to do something right for America. So you're going to be able to figure out how to do that going forward.